7 things to avoid when making videos for YouTube. Hey guys, JR Fisher here. I'm back and I want to talk to you about the things you want to avoid when making videos for YouTube. Now, so often we talk about all the things you're supposed to do, but there's a bunch of things you shouldn't do too. And in this video, if you go through this list and apply it to your videos, you're going to get more views, more subscribers, more likes, and that's what we all want to get. So let's jump right into this and let's look at all the things you should avoid when you're making YouTube videos. The first thing you should avoid is avoid not subscribing. You need to subscribe right now. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down there, turn it from red to gray by clicking it. When you do, a bell is going to pop up. You want to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live or I upload a video. Okay, so number one is what? No clear audience. Okay, when you're making a video, think about your audience, think about who you're making the video for. If you don't do this, you're not going to be able to target anybody and nobody's going to want to watch your video. So it's so important that you figure out your target audience. In my videos, I always target people who want to make money online. So every time I'm talking to this camera, I'm talking to somebody who wants to make some money online, and I'm trying to help them make more money online or start making money online. So make sure you can say exactly who your audience is. Number 2, an unfocused message. Oh my gosh, nothing can be worse than that, right? You're making these videos and you really aren't focused on anything. Okay, you're just randomly shooting a video. I see people do this all the time. They make a whole bunch of videos and I'm like, well, why am I even watching this? What's the point of this video? I stated clearly in the beginning of this video, the reason you're going to want to watch this is you're going to want to learn the things to avoid, and that's exactly what I'm going to go over in this particular video. So make sure you have a very focused message and you stay on focus of that message. You're going to need an outline, you're going to need a script or something, and I just did a video on scripts. Maybe you'll want to go back and check out the video I did on how to write a script for a YouTube video. It's very interesting. It'll help you out and help you stay focused. Number 3, too much information. You want your information to be concise. You want to solve this person's problem, but understand they are not watching your video to just be watching videos. They want a problem solved, they want it concise, they want it clear, and they want to get to the message as quickly as they can. So don't just ramble on. Some people say, well, I'm supposed to have longer videos, JR, so I want to do longer videos. That's okay. It's okay to do a longer video, but make sure that it's not you just rambling on. Okay, maybe make sure it's not just you talking longer. If you can say it in a shorter, more concise time, please do so, and you'll get more subscribers by doing that rather than just having a bunch of long videos that nobody wants to watch. Number 4, don't have so much emphasis on you. I used to talk a little bit more about what I do and what I've done and all that, and I try to avoid that now. Yeah, I've sold millions of dollars of both digital and physical products, but how many times do you want to hear that? I think it's more about how you can make millions of dollars selling digital and physical products than what I've done. My whole point in these videos is to get across to you all the things you need to achieve these goals that you have, and to do that in a concise way, not to talk about me or what I've done, because you probably already know me. You probably know I have a survival food company, I've done courses and all that, but that's not going to help you. What's going to help you is me getting information across to you that you can actually apply. So don't make it about you so much, make it more about them, make it more about the person who is watching your video and how they can get results, not about how you've got results. Okay, don't brag about yourself constantly. It gets old. Number 5 is poor audio. Nothing is worse than poor audio. I recently built a house, and this is my new office here, and I have a nice view and nice windows and all that, but I had horrible audio, and I had horrible audio because there was nothing in the room. I had a desk in the room, that was it. Now I still don't have much in this room, and I'm still working on the audio, so bear with me if it's not perfect, but the point is I try to do something about it. I put up these sound walls. Okay, and you can see that in this little video right here, the sound walls. I put carpet on the floor, I close the doors, I'm using a cordless lavalier microphone because all these things help my audio quality. As a matter of fact, I just did a video on audio quality, so you ought to check that out too. The point is you got to have good audio. If you have bad audio, nothing else matters. Your message doesn't matter, the video doesn't matter, how good your information is doesn't matter. If you have poor audio, nobody's gonna want to watch it. Okay, so make sure you get good audio. Number 6, don't have an uninteresting or distracting background. I see it all the time where somebody will film themselves just against a wall and it has these really unflattering shadows. It looks very I don't know, it looks like a kidnapping or something. It looks terrible. They're up against this wall, they're making this video. You need to have some depth between you and the background, whatever the background is. Now in this office here, I don't have a lot of depth, but I have probably about 4 or 5 feet between me and the actual wall, and then behind that I have my yard behind there, and it looks nice and it's well kept and all that. So if you are going to have a yard behind you, make sure you mow your grass. Okay, don't have grass behind you with cars parked up on some type of jacks or something like that. You want to have it look decent. Okay, it doesn't have to be super fancy, but make it clean and decent and not distracting. You don't want to distract the viewer. You want to have them brought into the video, and you want you to be the number one thing in the video. Okay, you want to have them looking at you, not being distracted by something in the background. If there's a road in the background and cars, you know, zooming by, or a sidewalk and people are walking down it, maybe you'll want to cover up those windows so they don't see that. My office in San Diego, where I used to live, it had a distracting background, so I had to cover it up, and I had a fake backdrop that looked pretty good, but it was a fake backdrop. Most people didn't even know it was a fake backdrop. They thought it was real windows and real scenery. You can use something like that. You can get something like that for $15 or $20 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below so you can get some type of backdrop, but that would be advantageous if you have a bad or distracting background. Number 7 is don't use cheap technology to impress people. I see this done a lot. I see people who will use a lot of the transitions. They use a lot of fancy backgrounds. Maybe they'll use a green screen. Green screens are dead. I think they're dead. I have a green screen. I used it when I first started doing videos 6 years ago, I guess, something like that, because I saw other people doing it, and I thought, well, that's the thing to do. Have a cool, you know, background, and you can change it and everything with the green screen. But the problem with a green screen is it puts a little green line around you. It just does. No matter what you try to do, no matter how you light it, it's not going to be perfect. A natural background is always preferred, but like I said just a second ago, if you don't have a natural background you like, you can use a fake background, a fake backdrop. Okay, those look okay as long as you light them properly. Don't use a bunch of transitions. Don't use a bunch of fades, a bunch of different colors, a bunch of words zooming in and out on your screen. It's more distracting than anything else, guys. So you don't want to use that you know, tacky technology, I'll call it, to get the effects you want. You want to keep it clean and concise and looking nice. That's the best alternative. Now at this point, I think it's important to say something to you, because I've talked in this video so much about things you shouldn't do that it may scare some of you. Some of you may say, well, JR, I'm so afraid it's not going to look good that I got to get it perfect. You don't have to get it perfect. Perfection will never ever exist. And I wanted to warn you with some of these things here, but you know what? If you have some mistakes in your videos, it's okay. It's okay to have some mistakes. It's okay to have some mess ups. Having said all these things about the things you shouldn't do, it is okay. You're never going to reach perfection. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about perfection. I think people get so hung up on that they never make videos. It would be better to make some videos that had some mistakes in them than to never make videos at all. Okay, that's what a lot of people end up doing. They overthink it and they go, oh my gosh, it'll never be good enough, and people are going to make fun of me, and it's going to look horrible. The fact is, most people won't make fun of you, and the few that do are just trying to get a rise out of you anyhow. Don't worry about that stuff. Make your videos, do the best you can, do it on a consistent basis. Don't stop doing it. I have over 1,000 videos on this channel now, and I still don't have enough subscribers. I still don't have enough money coming from this channel, but I'm not going to quit. I'm just going to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, and I know in the long run it'll pay off. It already has paid off. I've already made money, which is nice, but I haven't made enough money. I've never made enough money, I don't think. And some people will say, well, you're just being greedy, JR. No, because I take my money and I put it towards charity, and I help people out, and I don't just buy diamond rings and fancy things and all that. I do have a nice home, and I have a couple cars that run. I have to worry about them breaking down, and I've paid my bills, but I still want more money. I still want more money. The point of this whole video was to show you some of the things that can mess up your videos, some of the things that can distract from your videos, some of the things that can hurt your views, and I hope I've done so. If you think I've done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you put some comments below. Make sure you ask me some questions, or let me know about some of your successes. I've also provided a free course below. It's a $97 course you can get absolutely free just for clicking the link below, so you can check that out. Don't forget, you got to have bell notifications. You got to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I do a new video. Don't forget to grab that free course. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on bell notifications. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.